everyone, my name is Amishi and I'm the daughter of Tech Mommy, and today I'm going to be teaching you basic Python. Before we get started, I'd like to tell you a few things. My first point is the name of the website I'm using. It is a wonderful website if you want to code along with me. It is called colab.research.google.com as shown in my screen. And the second thing I'd like to share with you is that Python is a language, so learning it takes time. If you are confused, you can watch the videos over and over. And the third thing I'd like to share is how I got interested in Python myself. I wasn't always interested in Python. It all started when a few years back when my mom was typing something in her computer. And I understood that it wasn't English. And so I decided to ask her, what are you writing, Mom? And she answered by saying, I'm writing a code. At that time, I was not familiar with the word code, and so I didn't understand the meaning of her statement. And a few months back, I asked her the meaning of code, and then she answered me. I had a curiosity of learning more, so I asked my mom if she could teach me coding, and she said yes. Thanks to her, today I'm going to be teaching you Python. So, the basic Python, a few points about it is that it's a whole different language. So a few ways of how it's represented may be different and new to you. Like the basic operators in Python. So the addition symbol is the same as we use. Same for subtraction. A few of us may use a star for multiplication. You may not. 1/ equals to division with float result, which means that like when you divide a number, sometimes you get a remainder. So that remainder is shown through decimal points. And in double slash, it's division with integer result, which does not have decimal points. It doesn't show the remainder at all. And double star equals to the power of. Another thing I'd like to add is that in Python, we use variables to represent numbers. So let's get started. For our first code, we have two numbers that we need to add. So for the first number, I use the variable a, and for the second number, I use the variable b. To keep things simple, I have used a and b. But if you want, you can change those letters to anything. Simply any letter you want, like X, Y, M, N, P, O, etc., etc. And so if we want to add our numbers, we have to write print, and in brackets we have to write a, or your variable, plus your second variable. Now, this is just one way of showing this sentence. A second way could be that I can also write C equals to A plus B, and in the brackets, I could, instead of writing A plus B, I could replace it with C. Now let's check if the answers stay the same. So back to this, I go back to A plus B. And now I'll see our answer. Here is our answer. And now I'll try doing it with this method too, which is with C. and we'll see if we get the same answer. Now, as you can see, you get the same answer, which proves that you can show your variables in a different way, and you have different ways of representing your sentence. So this was with addition. Now we can go on to subtraction. In subtraction, the method is the very same, except for the part that instead of the plus sign, we use the minus sign, or in other words, the subtraction sign. So the very same, you can get your answer, and if you want, you can change the variables, but I am not going to. And for multiplication, if you remember, I've told there was a star. So it is true. A equals to your number, B equals to your number. Print, and in brackets, I write A multiplied by B, which we'll see the answer of, which is 81. If you want, once again, you can experiment with your variables to see if you get the same answer. Moving on to division. So in this one, we used a double slash, which means the result will be an integer. So here, 81 divided by 9 equals 2 is written as print, and in brackets, A double slash and B, which is 9. And as I told you, the integer and float thing, we'll see if it's that true. So I'll change this from 81 to 82. And now I'm going to see if the result is the same or different. Like I told you, there is only 9 and there is no decimal point to show the remainder. And now for the float one, here we have our variables, and there's only a single slash, which means the your answer will be in float. So here our answer is 9.0. As you can see, they've added a decimal point and a 0, which proves that for integers division, we use double slash, and for float one, we use one slash. Now for the power of, like I told you, the method's the same, the symbols just are different. So here is our answer. If you want, you can always experiment using different variables and change the way your the original one I have told you is. And for more basics, please watch part 2. Bye.